These are our two main textbooks, Black Mosaic by Candace Watts Smith and Color Stories by Jeffrey Ann Wilder. But don't worry, there's not a lot of reading. These are our two main textbooks, Black Mosaic by Candace Watts Smith and Color Stories by Jeffrey Ann Wilder. But don't worry, there's not a lot of reading. This course examines colorism, which is preferential or prejudicial treatment. This course examines colorism, which is preferential or prejudicial treatment of some race or people based on skin tone as a force propelling changes in how we view immigration and U.S. identification towards whiteness. Critical race theory is an appropriate lens for studying colorism because it acknowledges race and racism as ingrained in U.S. life. Documenting instances of color discrimination reveals much deeper evidence of discrimination than racism does. Light skin tones are positioned as superior to dark ones. This is unfortunate. Storytelling through counterstories can disrupt stereotypes and make culturally situated testimonies available to broad audiences. The interests. Colorism refers to prejudice or discrimination against individuals. Colorism can manifest in various forms, including employment discrimination, media representation, beauty standards, and social interactions. It is prevalent in many societies around the world. It can have significant negative effects on individuals' self-esteem, mental health, and overall well-being. Colorism is closely related to racism, but operates within the same racial or ethnic group. Whereas racism involves discrimination based on perceived racial differences between different racial groups. Both colorism and racism are forms of systemic oppression that perpetuate inequality and injustice. Similar to racism, everyday colorism is a system of language, beliefs, and practices that govern the interactions and experiences of people related to skin tone. In the 21st century, the struggle against colorism lives in this room too. On the most basic level, fighting colorism is about connecting to the citizenship agency of people across the entire world. Colorism is a deeply rooted issue that continues to shape the lives of African Americans. And we've talked about what it is, so why does it matter? Well, let's break it down. Colorism extends to all sorts of issues. Colorism extends to not only issues having to do with medical systems and criminal justice outcomes. Colorism also extends to issues like mental health and things like that. Not only am I concerned about colorism from an academic and scholarly standpoint, but I'm very interested and concerned about the issue on a personal level. I come from a family of Black women and Black people of all different shades and colors, and I think that it has been very detrimental to the culture.